Hello and welcome to Info Simcoe. My name is Madison Fitzpatrick, and joining us in studio today is Matt and Claire from Rescue Lake Simcoe Coalition. Hi guys, how are you?
Wonderful.
Great, how are you?
Good.
Thanks.
So Claire, for our viewers who don't know, explain to us a little bit about what your organization is.
All right, sure. So yeah, the Rescue Lake Simcoe Coalition has been around since 2003. So we're in our 20th year actually now. It's pretty exciting. So the coalition was set up by members of the public, just concerned citizens who saw a lake in decline and were concerned that they were really cut out of the important conversations about what was actually wrong with the lake and what can we do about it. And without that information, you can't advocate for change. If you don't know, you can't ask. Mm-hmm. So our organization has been really effective, I think, at breaking down some of those walls and advocating for really positive change. So in 2008, we had been working with Environmental Defence and Ontario Nature on a campaign that our group started to get the Lake Simcoe Protection Act and Plan, for example. So that is a piece of Ontario legislation that's the best watershed-based legislation in Canada, and it regulates all the stuff that contributes to the phosphorus pollution problem for the lake. So that was a huge win. Now we are trying desperately to get the Government of Ontario to pay attention to the actual problems, to the fact that they still need to implement this legislation, and for them to recognize what the growth and the way that they want to do the growth in Ontario, how that is harming the lake and how that will harm the lake, and to try to educate everybody about that phenomenon actually at this point, and make better choices, because we don't have multiple shots to get this right.
Incredible. So I know that your organization also focuses on some other things. For example, the Bradford Bypass. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I mean, at the end of the day, we work with our 30 member groups, which are resident groups, cottager groups, some other, we have Georgina Island First Nation and Ontario Headwaters Institute, for example. So we have all these member groups. We work together with them to focus on issues that will affect Lake Simcoe. So massive new highway over a heavily polluted river, the East Holland River. Well, there's about 20 rivers that it will cross actually. But this is a big issue. This is a big problem for Lake Simcoe for a number of reasons. Because it will remove wildlife habitat, it will contaminate the lake with salt, it is going to wreak havoc on groundwater. This is all if it goes ahead. So we're fighting it because we think it should never be built. We think that the government, in their haste to revive a zombie highway project that has already been killed twice because it's such a bad idea, that in their haste to get this done, they are eliminating almost all actual environmental oversight. So they're just like, blah, 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 we're doing this, we're studying that. They don't have to do anything about almost any of the results of anything that they find. And that is not good enough. Like, we are in a climate crisis, we have a biodiversity crisis, we need to bring our emissions down, and we need to stop sprawl because it's one of the big problems for the lake. The Bradford Bypass contributes to all of those problems. So if the Government of Ontario is going to spend between $2 and $4 billion in taxpayer money, which only 20% of the population supports, then they better have a good plan. And right now they don't. So we are really putting a lot of pressure on the Government of Ontario and the federal government to do better, we would really like them to reconsider other routes, actually. We think that there may be a better solution that is not a $4 billion solution that will destroy groundwater in the area and pollute Lake Simcoe. And so we're working together with our groups and neighbors to make that case.
Great. So I'm going to shift gears a little bit. Matt, so I know that fundraising is really important to your organization. So tell us a little bit about this event that you guys are hosting.
Absolutely. So we got a great event. It's May 26th. It's going to be at the Aurelia Opera House, and we call it Laugh for Lake Simcoe. This is the second one we've done, and we're trying to make it an annual event, fundraise. But when you're spending your fundraising dollars, rather than just giving an organization money, we want to try to give you something back, more tangible than obviously the great work that is being done by the coalition. We want to give you a show. We want to give you an entertainment. We want to give you a night out that you're really going to enjoy. Last year we had Brent Butt come in. He was amazing. We had a great time with Brent. We raised, I think, altogether
$11,000.
$11,000 was what we
Wow.
raised last year with Brent. It was an amazing event. This year we are headlining with Martha Chavez. She is quite world-renowned as the world's most famous Nicaraguan LGBT plus comedian in the world. Amazing.
Which is also funny.
Yes, it's funny in itself. She is a supremely talented comedian, somebody I'm a big fan of, and I love the opportunity to work with her. We also have John Steinberg coming in. He's very well-reputed comedian. He's had his Comedy Central specials and done the Just for Laughs Festival, the Winnipeg Comedy Festival. Rob Bebenek, who's an up-and-coming comedian, just signed on to do the Just for Laughs Festival this year as well. Incredible up-and-coming comedian. So we got a great lineup, some really top-level comedians, and we might have a couple other surprises there.
Ooh, okay. So just quickly tell our viewers how they can get tickets.
All right, so tickets are going to be available at the box office through the Aurelia Opera House right now, and they are available either in person or online. You just go to the AureliaOperaHouse.com and be able to search our event and be able to add that on. We also do have a link on the Rescue Lake Simcoe Coalition website that you can be able to link to the Aurelia Opera House and be able to get that information as well. So tickets are on sale now. Please come out and support a great cause and have a wonderful night out. It's a great date night. And we all need a little date night every once in a while, right?
Yes, of course. Well, Matt and Claire, thank you so much for being on the show today, and we wish you all the best with your event.
Thank you
Thanks a
so
lot.
much.
Thank you. Stay tuned for more Info Simcoe.